In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north direction. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. North Star is also called the pole star. North Star is also called the pole star. It always remains in the same position. North Star always remains in the same position. North Star always remains in the same position. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarshi. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarshi. If an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to the pole star. How we can locate the position of the pole star? If we draw an imaginary line joining to the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to the pole star. So, North Star indicates the north direction. It is also known as pole star. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarshi. Planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetoi, which means wanderers. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetoi, which means wanderers. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. They are lit by the light of the stars. What is the meaning of lit? Provided with the light. Lit, provided with the light. Such bodies are called planets. So, some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. Already we studied that the stars have their own heat and light, but planets do not have their own heat and light. So, some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the light of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. Earth is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. Earth is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the sun, which is our nearest star. Next is solar system. Solar system. Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. Sun god. Solar means related to the sun. What is the meaning of solar? Related to the sun. Related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. The family of the sun is called the solar system. The sun is the head of this family. The sun is the head of the solar family. What is the solar system? The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system. The sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system. Asteroids and meteoroids, that we will study later. So, the sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system. Satellite. A satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. A satellite is a celestial body that moves around the planets in the same way as the planets move around the sun. How the planets are moving around the sun? Like the same way satellites are moving around the planet. How the planets are moving around the sun? Like the same way satellites are moving around the planet. The planets which are very close to the sun are known as inner planets. The planets which are very close to the sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars. These these planets are very close to the sun. That's why they are known as inner planets. Outer planets are very far from the sun and are huge planets made up of gases and liquids. Outer planets are very far from the sun. Very far from the sun and are huge planets made up of gases and liquids. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The sun. The sun is in the center of the solar system. The sun is in the center of the solar system. We already studied that the sun is the head of the solar family. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. Hydrogen 70%, helium 28%, etc. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. But that tremendous heat, tremendous means great amount. The sun's tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system, but that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is about 150 million kilometers. 1 million is equal to 1000 into 1000 kilometers. So the sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. Other stars millions away. Billion. 1 million is equal to 1000 million. 1 billion is equal to 1000 million. There are 8 planets in our solar system. In order of their distance from the sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. In order of their distance from the sun, 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Astronomers. Those who study the celestial bodies and their movements are called astronomers. Those who study the celestial bodies and their movements are called astronomers. Aryabhatta was a famous astronomer of ancient India. Aryabhatta was a famous astronomer of ancient India. He said that the moon and the planet shine due to reflected sunlight. Aryabhatta said that the moon and the planet shine due to reflected sunlight. What is the meaning of reflected? Throw by without absorbing. Throw by without absorbing. Next is the Earth. The Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. In size, it is the fifth largest planet. In size, it is the fifth largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as a geoid. In size, it is the fifth largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as a geoid. Geoid means an earth-like shape. Geoid means an earth-like shape. From the outer space, the earth appears blue because its two-thirds surface is covered by water. From the outer space, the earth appears blue because its two-thirds surface is covered by water. It is therefore called a blue planet. Why Earth is called a blue planet? Because its two-thirds surface is covered by water. That's why the Earth is called a blue planet. The Earth is a unique planet. Why the Earth is called a unique planet? Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. the earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air which are essential for our survival. It has water and air which are essential for our survival. Because of these reasons, the earth is unique planet in the solar system. Because of these reasons, the earth is a unique planet in the solar system. The moon. Our earth has only one satellite, that is the moon. Our earth has only one satellite, that is the moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that of the earth. Its diameter is only 1/4. Quarter means 1/4. It appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. It appears so big because it is nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. It is about 3,84,400 km away from us. It is about 3,84,400 km away from us.
The Sun and the celestial bodies that revolve around it form the solar system. It comprises large number of bodies like planets, their moons, comets, asteroids, meteors, and meteorites. These objects are held together in the solar system due to Sun's gravitational pull. The Sun is a major source of heat and light for all the planets in the solar system. Planets reflect sunlight that is incident on them. They have no light of their own, so they don't twinkle like the stars. Planets have definite paths called orbits, in which they revolve around the Sun. The time taken by a planet to complete one full revolution around the Sun is called its period of revolution. The time taken by a planet to rotate a full 360 degrees on its axis is called its period of rotation. In the order of their increasing distance from the Sun, the planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Once considered as the farthest planet, they lost its status of being a planet and is now treated as a dwarf planet. The Sun is the star closest to the Earth, which is at a distance of 8 light minutes from the Earth. It is a huge ball of gases, mainly hydrogen. The nuclear fusion reactions that take place in the Sun, converting hydrogen gas into a helium gas, gives out tremendous amount of energy in the form of heat and light, which is responsible for the brightness of the Sun. The Sun is so huge that nearly 1 million Earths can be enclosed in it. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and is the closest to the Sun. It takes about 88 days to complete one revolution around the Sun. It has no satellite of its own. Venus is the second closest planet to the Sun. It takes about 225 days to complete one revolution around the Sun. It has no satellites or moons. Venus rotates from east to west.
Why only one side of the moon is visible to us on Earth? Why there is only one side of the moon is visible to us on Earth? The moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. The moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. Spin means 10. As a result, only one side of the moon is visible to us on Earth. The moon does not have conditions favorable for life. The moon does not have conditions favorable for life. It has neither water nor air. It has neither water nor air. It has mountains, plains and depressions on its surface. It has mountains, plains and depressions on its surface. These the moon's surface. Why there is shadows on moon? It has mountains, plains and depressions on its surface. These cast shadows on the moon's surface. Next is asteroids. Apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the sun. Apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the sun. These bodies are called asteroids. They are found between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. They are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Meteoroids. A small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. A small pieces of rocks which move around the sun are called meteoroids. Asteroids means tiny bodies which move around the sun. Meteoroids means small pieces of rocks which move around the sun. Next we are going to study Milky Way galaxy. Milky Way galaxy. We can see a whitish broad band like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear starry night. We can see a whitish broad band like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear starry night. It is a cluster of millions of stars. It is a cluster of millions of stars. What is the meaning of cluster? Group. This band is the Milky Way galaxy. Cluster of millions of stars. That is known as Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. So it was named Akashganga. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. What is a galaxy? A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. It is very difficult to imagine how big the universe. We are not certain about its size, but we know that all of us, you and I, belong to this universe. I hope that you understood the chapter. All of you read this chapter more than 5 times. Try to study all the points. Complete the exercise given in the textbook. We can see in the next class.